the controls. Let's play. And off we go from Denver. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On play action, Mariota sliding out of the pocket. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mariota's throw here taken in by Allward. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Lance Allward there to make the grab. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Allen. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Their boy down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Off the play fake, Mariota. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Lance Allworth with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Bet.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeMarcus Ware came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the 1st at the 32. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota dancing to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Don't let me THRW away. On me.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Jackson. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points.
BS right
now
there.
For the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that one makes it 14-7.
Made up route and his man got hooked on the crowd.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Play action now. Mariota. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Jack Youngblood showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
That user blitz he's doing is gay dad.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, Jackson. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Bro, what happened there, LOL?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get to field goal range. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold.
Shouldn't
they
have
just want to
those
keep this
balls.
game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Very short
I
kick
hit
taken
my
right
line
at the
and head
20.
and pass.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Mariota on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, thanks as always.
I don't
This
know
one's still
why
anyone's
I
game
threw
as
it
we welcome you
LOL.
back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
All good.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. He'll take it at the 42. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 36, Mariota. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dante Fowler, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
This game ass
The
won't let
Rams
me
calling
throw
on their
away.
nickel set here defensively for third down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. How about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
I just wanted FGLOL.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Good shit.
Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jackson now to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by the safety, Taylor Mays. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Sorry.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Allen now looks to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 27, Allen, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Allen. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Touchdown, LA! Darren Waller, 56 yards. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
On me for TD game.
So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now.
Oh,
they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead, it's down to just one score. Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action. Mariota. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Jack Youngblood able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's Jamie Gillen as he's on to punt for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you just hold a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Allen now on 1st down. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
Man. Thought I had
so
6.
it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Hall of Famer Jack Youngblood there on the stop. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Here's Mariota. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over
that user
first
blitz
and
on.
10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams
I can't
offense
move
at
no
the
more.
line. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Clock hits 7 seconds or left. Now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
GG.
There he goes left side. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill.
Nice.
The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back
Knew
watching
what he
everything
wanted.
that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed.
You read it so good. LOL for sec was thinking that was them Casu so open for pass LOL. LOL. We need to 1v1 tomorrow. You just read THT to nice. Bet.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell, and off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Play fake. Mariota. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
I didn't think y'all would stop.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mariota. Buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession.
I ain't wanna
they
throw
know
on
that
run.
their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And coughed it up. Mike Edwards picks it off.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mariota now. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
And the first play will be a field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. But that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Mariota. And the Broncos get there and take him down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going. It's Mariota eluding the pressure right.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Mariota to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Lance Allworth, 28 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Nice.
And they use that
Nice
height
read.
on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Keyshawn Johnson, 77 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
Did I bump him? That was my 9-2 corner.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, I thought that was locked.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the prep.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing, Mariota. Trying to lay one up deep. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mariota escaping the pressure right. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
It's ticking.
From the red zone now, Mariota. Being chased out left. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Austin. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Prater's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Marshawn Lynch taking it in from a yard out, and the Broncos have once again taken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Only they do nice.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons.
In trying
It's just their
LOL.
first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on a catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Blunt. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Working with his 2nd and 4. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Mariota. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that play certainly took a long time, and that's why a lot of coaches in training camp, they use a whistle or a horn at about 3 seconds because they want the ball in the hands of the quarterback. They want the play to develop quickly and get the ball downfield. This one had to go over 5 seconds holding on to the football, and then he ends up getting hit, and they have an incompletion.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Sheds off the tackle. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
But tough as
They'll run on 1st down. Blunt, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On the move to his left. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays.
And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Mariota. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 4. On the give, this is Lynch. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
All UFR. Back-to-back last-min picks. You did your thing too. Ick lol, you goated. I tried lol. Nothing really open. Their D was nice. Got 25k Quixel lol and nice as F it sammed. Nice.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it.
Nuggets Browns Camp.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
No. Oh, glitchig. Saw it, he did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller,
FRLOL.
you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Close LOL. You almost got blocked.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line because now if they decide to go play action, Something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. They find some open field here. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
The throw over the middle taken in. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere.
Wow.
They've got to put it
Hate
away
this
and secure
goddamn
it
game.
as they try and get downfield.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control
No
your
safety
fate.
is gay.
Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Play action. It's Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. We're scoreless after 1. Looking to throw on second down. Plummer looking for his big receiver, Marshall. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Plummer. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Montez Sweat drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill going up top. This is caught at the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry from a yard away bowling his way in as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
A try here for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Chase Young in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
These used blitzes.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. The pressure gets to him again. Jonathan Allen. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so
no
far
time.
because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Tannehill. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw on second down, Plummer. Oh, he's got Hester complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Eluding the press. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Back to throw. Plummer taking a shot here for Marshall. And got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Deion Sanders, the one to bring him down.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Plummer. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Throwing on 3rd and long. Plummer steps away to his left.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Sanders. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
My fault.
Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And this will be swung out for Lindsey.
And he goes out right around the 39.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone, but unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On 1st and 10, Plummer. Screen pass to Lindsey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw on second down. Plummer. For Marshall, that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw.
TYLOL.
This one taken in by Hester. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Second down and 3. Lindsey now off the read option. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Lindsey now off the read option. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Phillip Lindsey taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off play action, Tannehill. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. Now he's forced out left. This is Smith with a grab. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Tennessee. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to
Made
stop,
up
though,
Rudolph.
isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They'll run it again with Henry. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot
I don't know
This to
why I did
perhaps salt this one away.
CHTLOL.
And his kick is right there. It's good. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush,
I'm
pass
way
rush.
out
Whether it's the guys
WTF.
up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Fabian Moreau, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
EMA GTS I got work early. I'll see you tomorrow.